Should I do it? Should I kiss him? Should I kiss her? He's so popular. She's so popular. She's only using you. He's only using you. Can you love me like, oh, can you love me like, can you love me like, can you love me like? For Yoon Nabi, it's difficult to explain the actions that she takes when it's towards Park Jae-yoon. He's handsome, he's sincere, and he seems to be the perfect guy. But he's also someone who's hiding something. He's very mysterious in that way. Nevertheless, this show reminds you of what it feels like to fall in love. And I just want to call out Han So-hee. She is so amazing in this show. She reminds you of what it feels like to fall in love. And this might be the year for Song Kang. He was on Sweet Home, Navarea, he was also in Love Alarm, and now this, Nevertheless. But I'm here for Han So-hee. The way she portrays the character of Yoon Nabi reminds you of every little thing that happens to you when you fall in love, or when you're confused, or how love is just so complicated. The way Yoon Nabi recoils when Jae-yoon is making his advancements, it's just so subtle and so nuanced, but it reminds you of all the little things that makes your heart flutter. She's curious, but also guarded. You reach down to every heartbreak you've felt, every crush you've ever had, every moment where your heart skips. Everything in your brain is telling you logical and practical reasoning. Don't get emotional. Keep it fun. And then when you try to speak, your brain shuts down and your heart takes over.
그렇게 헬게이트가 열렸다.
But quick question to you. Do you think that tattoo butterfly on the back of his neck is sexy, or it's charming, or it's attractive? I kind of think it's lame, but I don't know. I would leave that up to you, and leave your comments in the section below. Now let's get to episode 4. All the build-up, all the sexual tension, and teasing between these two has culminated to this. And we all know, as much as we want them to succeed, there's something under the surface that makes us feel uncomfortable. Jae-yoon is still seeing this mystery girl, but I also have a feeling that it's not what you think. It's not what we think. Is she an old flame, a current love affair, or a family friend, or maybe even a sibling? It's the beauty of misdirection. We're all drawn even deeper into how Nabi feels about this relationship. Yes, it's fun, and it might seem sincere, but there's a lot of mysteriousness that's happening around Jae-yoon. He has never been able to divulge any kind of sensitive or personal feelings or personal stories about himself. Despite all of his sincere gestures, he just seems to be way too perfect, and we feel it with the way Nabi is feeling as well. It's like we're experiencing all of her emotions, all of the different ups and downs that she's feeling throughout this relationship, the uncertainty, the curiosity, and who is this guy really? But we see these lovely scenes between the two of them where their relationship has gone on to the next level. Now as we get to episode 4, Nabi confronts him to get some answers. When this guy shows up, he punches Jae-yoon. But why? Right away we're thinking, oh yeah, that guy probably someone's husband or someone's boyfriend, and Jae-yoon must have wrecked the relationship. Right? It just seems that way. I think we're all just in the same boat with Nabi. We just don't know enough about Jae-yoon. And is it just a misunderstanding of some sorts? I feel like the show is doing a really good job of misdirection. It might be portraying that Jae-yoon is some sort of playboy that has all of these different relationships with so many different girls, but his sincere gestures towards Nabi makes you want to fall in love with him, makes you want to trust him. And it reminds you of all the complicated messes, of all the complicatedness of being in love, having that crush, having your heart flutter, and waiting for that person that you can't wait to see. How many times have you been in this type of relationship where you can't stop thinking about this person, but at the same time, there's something off, you don't know enough? All of the logical reasoning in your head is telling you to keep at a distance, to keep it fun, to stay away. But when it all comes to the moment, your brain seems to shut down and your heart moves forward. And most often than not, that usually means you're heading towards a disaster. Nevertheless, does an amazing job and has this magical formula that makes us feel like falling in love. But when you think about all of the logical reasoning your brain does to you, when you throw caution to the wind, your heart just kind of takes over. And that's what's so magical about this show. In any case, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know what you think about Nevertheless. I'm up to episode 4 and I'm loving every bit of it so far. Leave your comments in the section below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tap that bell so you're notified when you post new videos. And once again, I'll see you next time.